Okay, so it's Friday, May 8th. It's been like a year and a half since I've done one of these. Sorry, it's just been super busy. Anyway, there really actually, as long as it's been, isn't much milestone news to talk about. I mean, the show that I'm in opens in 2 weeks. Well, 2 weekends. Yay! I'm gonna get to see Mary Kate soon. My school year is done in 3 weeks, which is pretty cool. I didn't think it would happen this fast. This quarter really flew. My performance class is a lot of fun. My Shakespeare class, I'm actually getting really into that. We're watching Hamlet now with Kenneth Branagh, and it's easily becoming one of my favorite movies. I didn't realize I would like it as much as I did. My fashion class is my fashion class is my fashion class. Same thing from FIT. The credit didn't transfer, and I needed to retake it here, and I figured it's an easy A. So last night I saw a production of Intimate Apparel at my school. These are the programs that my school makes. They're really good. The page with the headshots. It was a phenomenal show, an absolutely phenomenal show. It was insane, amazing. It was amazing. The set was unbelievable. The costumes were great. The actors, I honestly, like, we were in the Lucas Theater. It's the resident like professional theater house for the school, and it's the Broadway style house that I showed you guys pictures of a long time ago. But I was up in the mezzanine for this show, and I felt like I was in a Broadway theater. The actors were all amazing. There was one guy who played this old, like, Hasidic Jew, and I honestly believed he spoke with that accent his entire life. I really did. Like, his performance was breathtaking. It was, I don't know if you know much about the show, but it's about a woman in 1905. It takes place around, like, 1905 area. It's about a black woman who works as a seamstress for, like, Fifth Avenue, rich white women. She makes intimate apparel, so she makes undergarments. She'll make corsets. The first act, the story written wise is actually rather slow. It's not anything they did. It's just the script itself is rather slow. And then in the second act, it shoots off. It's like there's this happening and this happening and this happening and this happening, and it's like it was really an amazing theatrical experience. I'm actually going back tonight to see the other cast, and but it was really, really, really good. I was so impressed, and it's the first time I was really impressed because last quarter when we saw Carousel, it was just an absolute nightmare. So nothing really new has been happening. I mean, like, I've talked to some people on the phone and kind of discussed stuff there, but whatever. Okay, so on to the questions. Shit. Okay, so Mary Kate's vague, blank, open-ended question to anybody who did a video next, except Dina didn't do a video, or didn't answer a question, so I'm going to answer it, and she also didn't leave me one, so I'm going to answer this one as well. Was, what's your favorite memory from high school? I would have to say my favorite memory from high school is a very bittersweet memory. It's probably got to be... It's between two. It's between the Carol Thomas running off the stage at the undergraduate awards ceremony when Jovan didn't show up, and she came down to me and she ran up, and I mean, I'm sitting there and I forget who I was sitting with, but I'm sitting there and I'm like on the end, and she leans down next to me and she goes, "Frank, do you know all the words to the national anthem?" And I'm like, "Yes, why?" And she went, "Can you sing it? Jovan didn't show up." And I was like, okay. And then, like, I get up on stage, and it was so nerve-wracking, but I thought I did a pretty good job, so I enjoyed it. But it's between that one and this, and the memory of the card that Mary Kate gave me on closing night of Beauty and the Beast. It was the first time in years I had ever been brought to tears, ever. And I mean, like, it was, that one's a really bittersweet one for me because it means that it was the end of Beauty and the Beast, and I didn't like that it was the end of the musical for me, but I did like the way I felt, and so it's between those two. Yeah, it's between those two. Oh, no. Okay. We were sitting in a chorus class, and I think Danielle was in this class, and Dina may have been as well. But Shawnice Dinkins was in the class, and Miss Muller literally stops our class for a second, and she pulls a folding chair up, and she sits down in front of Shawnice, and she goes, "Excuse me, Shawnice Dinkins, can I ask you a question, my black friend?" And Shawnice started laughing, and she was like, "Sure, whatever." And she goes, "Why is it that when you watch Showtime at the Apollo," or whatever the hell that show's called, all the black people are carrying on and laughing, and they're slapping their knees, and they're throwing themselves? I thought that was so funny when she was just like, "Can I ask you a question, my black friend?" Maybe you guys will remember that. I don't know. That has always stuck out to me. I thought that was hysterical. So it's between those three, but the one with the card for Beauty and the Beast is easily number one. But, okay. So then, okay. Danielle, your question. I sent this question to you on Facebook, I believe it was Monday morning, but you didn't do a video, so whatever. I'm just going to restate it. What are your plans for the summer? Like, job-wise, what are you planning to do? Living in Brooklyn, do you have roommates? Do you know them? Do you not know them? Are you just going to move in and be like, "Hey, my name's Danielle"? So, like, what exactly are your plans? What do you want to do? And that kind of stuff. Like, just it's kind of, like, open-ended and vague and broad, but like I want an answer about like what your idea of this summer is gonna be. Okay, ta-ta for now, peeps.